My Hero Academia Season 7 Episode 9. Shoto defeated Dabi, and they relayed that message to the command center. The rest of the heroes at Kamino Ward battled the Nomu that was there and overwhelmed it with numbers. They also made light work out of the jailbreakers there as well. So the heroes won the battle at Kamino Ward pretty convincingly. Now before the war started, All For One insisted for Dabi to take an extra quirk from him just to be on the safe side, but Dabi declined, thinking his blue flames would be enough to defeat the heroes, and because of his overconfidence, he lost and was captured. On the other hand, Spinner gladly accepted another quirk from All For One, because as the leader of the Heteromorphs, he'd need a powerful quirk to match his position. All For One gave him the quirk Body Bulk, which made him triple in size and gave him enhanced strength, durability, and agility. That paired with his giant makeshift sword that was comprised of an extensive array of bladed weapons. Yeah, he was now a frightening force to be reckoned with. Him and the other Heteromorphs' goal was to free Kurogiri from the central hospital. The heroes there are definitely going to need backup to hold Spinner off, because he's looking just too powerful at this point. And if they free Kurogiri, they'd be able to bring the villain's main forces back together, and of course, warp All For One to Shigaraki instantly, which would be game over for the heroes. In the Jaku Hospital ruins, right in front of Gigantomachia containment facility, Mina and the other heroes were holding off the villains and jailbreakers there, because they have to prevent them from freeing the giant by any means. Gigantomachia by himself can change the entire tide of the war. The jailbreakers thought they'd get the jump on the heroes and free the big guy in Kurogiri, while the heroes were tied up fighting All For One, Shigaraki, Dabi, and the other strong villains. But the heroes anticipated this and prepared accordingly. Thankfully, they're successfully preventing the villains from freeing the big guy, but they need to hurry up and finish the villains off so they can go back up the heroes who have to fight Spinner. If they can stifle both of these plans and move on to help the other heroes, they would gain the advantage in the war. But not just them, all the heroes need to wrap up the battles that they're currently in as soon as possible so they can go back up the forces that's facing Shigaraki and All For One. At the Guna Villa site, Hawks and Endeavor is fighting All For One. They decided that they'd be the ones to go toe-to-toe with Mr. Evil himself, because All For One can steal someone's quirk if he touched them. Now, seeing as both of them can fly, are extremely fast, and have a plethora of attacks, close range attacks if they see an opening, and long range attacks if they need to create some distance, they're the perfect duel to take him on. Hawk's plan is to back Endeavor up, while Endeavor works to destroy All For One's mask, which is his life support system. If they remove his mask, they win. But seeing as this is All For One, that's much easier said than done. All For One knew exactly what to say to Endeavor to push his buttons and send him over the edge in a fit of rage. Endeavor lives his life in atonement, so he's not able to separate from his past like Hawks can. All For One would say things to him like, "You pushed your dreams and desires on Shoto. You're the one that ruined the lives of your two sons. When Toya burnt himself up and you thought he was dead but couldn't find his body, I stepped in and saved him. If anything, you should be thanking me." Yeah, Endeavor was beyond pissed, which played right into All For One's hands. There was no getting through to him at this point. He didn't attack All For One with strategy or have any thoughts behind his strikes. He attacked with pure rage, which opened him up to a counterattack. All For One landed a crucial strike on him that just barely missed his vital organs. And as Endeavor fell from the sky, All For One stepped into the perfect range to where Hawks couldn't dodge his next attack. This would have been game over for Hawks, but Jiro and Tsukiyomi came to his rescue. Now they don't stand a slither of a chance against All For One. They're simply there to back Hawks up and keep All For One tied up while Endeavor get himself together to get back into the fight. Endeavor did admit to himself he shouldn't have gotten mad at All For One. He's the one that did all this to himself, and he's the one that destroyed his own family. And now, after everything has been said and done, he do hope both Shoto and Dabi are okay. All For One didn't have time to dilly-dally with these weaker heroes. He'd prefer to kill them and Endeavor before Endeavor was able to join the fight again. So he shot Jiro and Tsukiyomi with a very powerful beam, which put both of them out of commission. And he landed an attack on Hawks, immobilizing him in the sky, so they weren't able to keep All For One busy that long. Looks like Endeavor will have to fight him all by himself. He better clear his mind and fast, because he needs his head in the game. Because if he loses, All For One will go to where Shigaraki is, and just like that, it will be over for the heroes. Great episode. This was the season finale, so there's no episode next week, but part 2 of the war arc starts the following Saturday, July 13th. Will the heroes finally be able to put an end to Shigaraki and All For One once and for all? Let me know your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.